this coding tutorial, we will learn how to make a simple About Me page in HTML code. The website we will be using for HTML is Replit. Replit is very simple and easy to log into. Once you log into REPL, there are 3 lines at the top left. Click these 3 lines and then press Create REPL. It offers multiple coding languages you can choose from, such as Java and Python. But in this case, you can just search up HTML, click it, and then press Create Replit. After you create a replit, it'll give certain code, body, and then /body. In between this is where your code is going to be. To code a paragraph, you do arrow, P, arrow. It has to be this specific order of arrows. After this, you can simply write hello world. To end this line of code, you have to put arrow /P arrow. When we run it, it gives hello world. If you want to create a line under this line, simply repeat the process all over again. Basic paragraph code is very simple and easy to do. You can customize it with style, centering, underlining, bolding, and slanting, which we'll all get into later. Okay, so I've just written a quick paragraph all about me. Now, let's try to customize this code to however I like. Let's say I don't like the hello world being on the left. I want it to be in the middle. Let's say I want to customize it even more. Let's say I want to make the color red. Now, in the P bracket, you're going to put style equals quotation mark, color, colon, red, end quotation, and then you're going to put a line equals center. And as we hit run, and obviously you can change the font, that is how you center and color a text. Now let's say I want this first line of text to be underlined. Well, that's simple. We can find where the text ends off, which is family. Then, for the underline command, it's very simple. Arrow, U, arrow. And then at the end, at family, simply, once again, arrow, / to indicate the ending command, U, arrow. And as we run it, the first line of text is underlined. Now let's say I want the next line of text to be bolded. Now there's easy simple command, arrow, B, arrow, and at the end, at 4, arrow, /B, arrow. And that turns my second line of text bolded. Now for the final text, I want this to be slanted. Another very easy and simple command. Right here, arrow, I, arrow, and at the end, right before /P, arrow, /I, arrow. And that turns our text slanted. Now, we successfully learned how to center a text, change the color of a text, bold text, underline text, and slant text. We can also turn text into links, redirect links into different pages. Now, as you can see what I did here, I created a link to YouTube using the text YouTube. Now, as you can see, it won't open up here because this is just an IDE. But if we open up in a new tab and press YouTube, it redirects us to YouTube. And that's how a redirect link works. Now, let me show you how to make a redirect link. Arrow, A, and then here you're going to type in href. Now, this is where you're going to put your link, and not your text, but the link of the website you want to go to. Now, this is the text that you want to appear in the code for the user to see. So we can just simply put click here to go to Google. And now, to end the line of code, we'll put arrow /A, closing arrow. Now, as we run it, our text appears. Open a new tab. And now click here to go to Google, as it redirects us into Google.
Alright, to get started, we're going to learn how to create a title. In HTML, there's 6 different types of heading sizes. Each of them come with their own tag. All heading tags have the letter H at the beginning and a number at the end. For example, H1 is the largest size and H6 is the smallest size. Alright, now I've created titles in all 6 sizes. Since this is the main title, we're going to use H1. Now we're going to center our title using the center tag. Alright, now let's color our title. To do this, let's edit our first H1 tag. Put in the word style. After that, put an equal sign and 2 quotation marks. Inside the quotation marks, put the word color and a colon. After that colon, you can put in any color you want. So right now, I want to color my title blue, so I'm going to put blue. Make sure to use American spellings for the word color and the color name. Alright guys, so right now we're going to learn how to make bulleted lists and numbered lists. Before I'm just going to create a title. You don't have to do this is optional. I'm going to use heading size 3 just so it doesn't look too big with the text. Alright, now let's create our list. We're going to use the UL tag because right now we're going to create a bulleted list. The LA tag, which we're also going to use, is to indicate each section of the list. Once we're done our list, we're going to add the UL tag at the bottom. And once we're done the section, we're going to add the LA tags at the front and at the end of each section. Okay, now we're done creating our bulleted list. However, I think the list that I'm doing requires a numbered list, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to get rid of the UL tags and I'm going to replace them with an OL tag. Alright guys, so right now we're going to be learning how to add and size a picture. If you look to the left of my screen, you can see all the files and pages of this website. On top of that, there should be an icon with 3 circles. Once you click that, there should be one of the options should be upload file. Click that and it'll take you to my computer. There you can upload your image. In order to keep all your files and pages organized, try naming them with a specific name, except for index.html, which will be your home page. Before I add my picture to the page, I'm just going to create a title. You don't have to do this obviously, but just to keep everything organized, I'm going to do it. Alright, now I'm going to add my picture right under the title I just created. To do this, I'm going to use the img tag. However, before I close it, I'm going to write src, which is basically source. After that, it's going to automatically generate an equal sign and 2 quotation marks. Between the quotation marks, I'm going to add my picture name. Then I'm going to press run, and then my image should pop up on the solution area. So now our image is on the web page, however, it's not sized the way I want it to be. To fix this, I'm going to have to manually change the dimensions. Okay, I'm going to put the width and height right beside the place where I put the name of my image. The way the image will be measured will be in pixels, that's why the numbers are so big. Once I'm done, I'm going to close the image tag and then I'm going to center my picture. The width of my picture will now be 500 pixels and the height will be 300 pixels. However, you can size your picture whatever way you want.